hydrate power. You're in the dog zone for an hour. Come on. You know the number. 1-900 hot dog. 1-900 hot dog. 1-900 hot dog. Yeah, 9,000.
Welcome to the Dog Zone 9000, the official podcast of 1-900 Hot Dog, the last website. We have daily articles by talented comedy writers, just like the old days of the internet. I'm Seanbaby from there. And my partner is the butt sheriff of Runner-Up County. He's Robert Brockway.
Hey, I'm still the sheriff is the winner. That's first place. That's first place, baby. I did it. You know what? We did it. We did it together.
Congratulations to everyone.
I'm Robert Brockway. Here's a Brockway fact. I brought my own intro today to rival yours.
Let's hear it.
I'm Robert the Hammer Brockway, and with me is Sean the Nail Baby. It's the thing. Give it a little bit.
Okay.
Give it a little bit.
No, I think I see the second part of this bit. I think I see it coming. Our guest is a man of film and sauce. He's from the VHS podcast. It's Dirk Marshall. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me. It's wonderful to get to see the two of you and eventually fight to the death.
Perfect.
Well, I don't think we'll be fighting. It is to the death.
I like the sound of that. Do you have what was your intro for Dirk?
Our guest today, he's a butt man, but that's not what it sounds like. It's a variation of Ram Man. It's Dirk Marshall.
I accept.
I thought he was also going to be a nail. I thought that would have been like a cute, because when you're a hammer,
every problem is nail.
Yeah.
No, it was the implication was I was going to fuck you to death.
No, I get it now.
Okay,
like yours is
I just
better.
want to make sure that's spelled out early in the podcast.
I thought the bit was too predictable, but no, it's that you're going to fuck everybody.
No.
I'm like, that's even more predictable.
Yes.
I think I watched the wrong movie.
I think this whole movie is a metaphor for fucking, but I think that about most movies. To death.
Yes.
Dirk and I have been playing The Mound. Have you heard of The Mound, Brockway?
That sounds absolutely filthy.
Yeah. Speaking of things that sound filthy. No, it's this extraction shooter set in like conquistador times. And you're like a bunch of like treasure mad like looters. You go to like a native island in like the 16th century and you steal all their gold.
This sounds like the worst. You're not allowed legally. You cannot play this game. Yeah. What are you doing?
And it's going to sound more racist after you hear that it's also kind of Lovecrafty.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So, but it also simulates going crazy because it's also like not a good game. So everything's kind of glitchy and then also the game's fucking with you. So like a bush will just rustle or the tree will stand up and leave. And like sometimes I'll be like, hey, Dirk, let's go in the cave. And then Dirk will say, oh, I'm already in the cave. And then like a Dirk-shaped swarm of worms next to me will try to kill me.
Yep.
It's the fucking best.
All right. It sounds like it rules, but also it's incredibly illegal to play in modern times.
Yeah. No, you shouldn't for a lot of reasons.
Also, we're not playing it through the voice chat option. And if you are, the game will sample your voice and then add that to the cloned version of yourself. So you'll just be following your friend around who's just laughing maniacally. And then it'll only discover that you just been murdered in a forest.
That steals your voice? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's a racist game, but don't worry. It's also about magical racism, and it steals your voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's also bullshit. Like you can't be good at it.
True.
It actually sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. We have a good time. Well, let's do some plugs. Dirk.
The Mound is out now.
It sampled Dirk's voice. Don't trust him.
We need a fourth conquistador.
Don't trust him.
New season of VHS is steadily approaching, and we've already recorded an episode with the two of you and Zach Kuntz, so it's going to be off to a great start. You can find that wherever you podcast. And marshallshotsauce.com. Go there, get all the sauce that you could possibly need for saucing.
God, we have so much of your sauce.
I love that podcast series. You guys are if you're planning on listening to that episode in the future, do it. It was a lot of fun, and we're not very good at it, though. We're not very good.
Yeah, I think we're good at the stated goal of the game, but like I left that podcast thinking, well, that's obviously the best podcast we'll ever record.
Yeah.
Yes, the podcast is good. We as heroes are not very good.
Brockway, let's do your plug.
Okay. Well, if you're listening to this in July, go to Audible. My audio book for I Will Kill Your Imaginary Friend for $200 is on sale right now for $6.99 through the rest of the month to August. If you're listening to this after July of 2026, I'm sorry, my book is no longer for sale. It seems like a pretty bleak future for you, but holy shit, he's dead. I can't believe it either. How bitchin' was that party, though, right? The party, I lost an eye, and I'm not even mad.
Very good plug. I'll plug our Patreon, patreon.com/1900hotdog, and that supports this podcast and our website and all of our writers. Give us more money there, and then we'll give the writers more money. It's a good deal for everybody. Plus, it's the only way to support, I think, the thing we're doing, this whole like articles with text and images. We're the last ones doing it. So
real quick, can I add an addendum to my plug? Don't
Sure.
tell my publisher I did that. Don't tell him I used like presidential assassination jokes for to plug my book. Don't just be cool. Just be
I can
cool,
vouch
everybody.
that the Secret Service does not like legally have a sense. They're not legally allowed to have a sense of humor about that, and they will. Should they find out about it, give you like a real grouchy interview.
To be fair, it was a presidential natural causes joke. I don't think that one's probably still illegal. This is why they don't want me to plug my book anymore.
We should talk about the movie, I think. We're talking about a movie. Normally we talk about dumbass movies that we're all pissed off about. But this one, I think we've all at least seen 3 times just casually because we love it. It's The Furious. It's out pretty recently. So there's going to be tons of spoilers. You should probably go watch the movie before you listen to the podcast. It's, let's see, who's it star? It's got Yayan Ruhian, that Indonesian guy from the bad guy from The Raid. It's got Joe Taslim. He was the co-star of The Raid. He was Sub-Zero, the new Mortal Kombat movie. And Miao She, I think is how you say it. I don't honestly, he's been in movies since he was like a baby. Like he was in the, I think it was New Legend of Shaolin with Jet Li.
He was 9.
I haven't seen him 9 years old.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a ton of stuff. He's in a lot of like Monkey King magic sword kung fu movies. And I got to be in exactly the right mood for those. But he was also in an Ip Man. He's pretty good as an Ip Man.
Yeah, and he was in Eye for an Eye and Hunt for the Wicked, a couple in the last like couple years that are definitely worth checking out, and even have sequels.
He was one of the Ip Men? I didn't know he was one of the Ip Men.
Yeah, he took over. He's one of the, I think, the latest Ip Man. I don't know if that's like the same movie series and creators. I think that he's like the modern Wong Fei Hung. People just like make movies about him. So let's see. Let's get into it. It's set somewhere in Southeast Asia. A lot of people are talking Tagalog in the movie, so we guess it's probably the Philippines, but they're like, don't say it. They're like, this place is such a shithole. We don't even want to like give it the bad PR because this is like the human trafficking center of the world. And so they're like, maybe we just say somewhere in Southeast Asia. We see a picture of a judo couple, but the woman has a pixie cut, and you kind of can't tell her age. So you're like, is that like his daughter? Like I saw, it was probably the 3rd time I saw the movie before I'm like clear on what their relationship was. And I get how that's going to sound stupid because they do sort of explicitly say like, no, this is his wife a couple of times, but there's a lot of shit going on in this movie and I didn't notice.
Yeah, there's a wedding ring that is a substantial part.
Yeah, but I could have sworn that Yayan says, you gave this to your daughter. I could have sworn it was like the 3rd time he said like slaughter, not daughter. I was like,
you give it to somebody when you want them to be your daughter, and they accept and they wear your ring. Of course.
I thought like, is he mistaken?
That's how it works somewhere in Southeast Asia.
But she does look 11 years old. It could have been his daughter.
Well, and she's played by Jija Yannon, who was the lead in Chocolate, if you've seen Chocolate.
Oh, okay. I have seen Chocolate.
Yeah, which isn't like my favorite movie, but she's really good in action stuff. And in this, like, I was like, wow, reporters are really well trained.
Yeah. So yeah, she is investigating like a crime factory. It's just like this dusty, screaming factory. And she finds a guy like about to drill a child in half. I don't even know what she comes upon, but she jumps in and immediately starts fucking him up. And they have this great fight where she's like shoving a kid through the hall and like running while people are trying to attack her. And she only weighs 30 pounds, so most of the fight is Mexican wrestling. She's just like break dancing on their heads and thumping them with shoes. It's pretty great.
You do get a sense, though. Like I like that they preface this with her fight scene. That you get a sense that most of this movie is about arranging men in damaging shapes, like shapes that hurt them. She does a lot of like just putting men together, and then they're hurt by it.
Yeah. I showed this sequence to my daughter, who has never seen any action movies ever at all, and so the second that the reporter is lifted in the air doing the splits and then twirls around flipping men, she was like, "What is this? Why is this? What is her correct quote?"
You can't do that.
By the time she slid on the ground between people's legs twice, my daughter was just like, "Okay, I can't even." Like she just said,
it's pretty sweet. But yes, the theme of the movie is making shape out of men. I guess this movie is a hardcore. Yes, they're very painful, harmful shapes. It's a hardcore martial arts nerd movie. Like everybody's got like a very distinct style, and there's a lot of it's not exactly MMA, but like a lot of like showing how one style would beat another style. So a judo throw will get turned into like a wheelbarrow kung fu explosion, or a guy will do like a white lotus pose to get out of an underhook. Like it, and I know that sounds maybe insane, but you watch the movie and you're like, okay, they're speaking a language like directly to martial arts nerds that I completely love. But they're also doing an entirely unique thing where they make many painful shapes out of men.
Yeah. So the fight choreographer is Kensuke Senomura, and I love this dude. Sean knows that. I talk about him, but he directed 3 movies: Hydra, Bad City, and Ghost Killer. But if you watch like the Baby Assassin trilogy, you'll see some of his choreography in there. The third one has got some amazing fights by him, and he loves like to make these shapes. To like you'll see like sequences on YouTube where it's just called creating space, and it's people micro adjusting each other's bodies in different ways so that they can't extend their leg fully for a kick, and they're grappling and they're pulling on clothes, and it's like I find it endlessly fascinating. And this movie does a great way of being like, look, we're doing something a little different here, but we also have all these styles, and then we're gonna, by the end, you'll just be like so confused and blown away by what you're gonna be seeing.
Just battle man geometry.
Yes.
Advanced battle man geometry.
Yeah. I think it's a sign that like they come from a stunt background when they start building a lot of things out of people. Like Tony Jaa did a lot of this in his movies where he'll get like 9 stuntmen together and they'll just make something that he can like run up so he can like axe kick the guy on the top or something. But here we are. She's escaping with the kid. She's doing really well. But then like the kid just gets shot with an arrow. And you're like, whoa, this is that kind of movie. Jesus Christ. And that's when we meet Ya-Yan from the raid and his evil business bro boss. And they're like, what a waste. We had to waste this super cool kid prisoner.
Just
kidnap
chock
more.
Full of organs. Just bursting with organs. And now
he's missing at least one, probably a couple.
It's so like such perfect action movie video game standards. This whole movie is just like set up like you need to know the stakes, because if we're going to take the hero's kid, we've got to show that like bad things are going to happen to kids, so we need to kill one right off the bat. And I was just like, when we saw it together in the theater, I don't remember if it was Mark or who was it near me, but somebody just went, oh shit, like the second the kid got killed.
Yeah, that's probably Mark.
That's so great.
I just kind of assume like shorthand, if you take a child, it's not for like a fun trip.
Yeah.
Like it's probably bad things. But yeah, I know this guy. The arrow guy, the bow guy. I know him as Besney fucking Dogg enthusiast. That's I watched the first time I got a copy of the raid. It was with an absolutely terrible disaster of a subtitle file.
Yeah, I remember that article.
I think his name. I think I just recently learned this when we watched the raid again, somewhat recently. I only very, very recently learned that his name in that movie was supposed to be like Mad Dog or something like that.
Yeah.
Because the way they translated it was Besney fucking Dogg enthusiast. And they called him Besney fucking Dogg enthusiast through the whole movie. You'll never forget him to this day. Besney fucking Dogg enthusiast.
But yeah, he's Besney fucking Dogg enthusiast is great in this. He has a bow, and it's like a ultra combat bow. Like he's obviously great with the bow, but it's got like knives on the ends of it, and he'll fuck you up if it gets hand to hand. But it also like it shows what kind of movie this is, and that the kid could have got away, and then of course they could have killed this lady, but no, they kill the kid, and then the business bro's like, all right, go take care of her, and you're thinking, okay. Normally in a movie, this would be like hubris. The bad guys, they overestimated their chances and she's going to fuck them up. Like, no. But everybody in this movie knows, like, no, I'm not getting out of this. Cut. She's fucked. She knows. And now we meet our main hero, who is a mute Chinese dude with like an old hole in his head. He's got a precocious daughter. And, they give us all these little details. It's I'd say when the action's not going, the movie itself is kind of rickety, I guess. Like they're trying to do a lot, but they don't quite care. They're like, I hate this part of the movie. I don't want to write. Yeah,
they know it, though. They know it. And they're like, look, we need this part for it to technically be a movie, to like legally qualify as a movie and not just like really deadly pornography. But we don't give a shit. You don't give a shit. We'll move past it real quick. Don't take any notes. I do love that they set up the hole in his skull because, like, his daughter scares him while he's working, and he bashes his head very gently on a cabinet, and it's like, oh God! And she's like, oh my God, I've forgotten about your greatest weakness, the hole in your skull, and you're like, okay, I know that this is going to come in, so everybody write that one down. Remember that.
Does it? Even the first time I watched this movie, I'm like, is that thing ever going to come up? Does he not have a head thing? Because he eats, everyone in this movie takes so many fucking headshots, and including him. I don't even know.
They keep setting it up like that's going to be the thing. Like somebody will hit him with like an actual, I don't even know what that thing was. They hit him with a piece of industrial waste
it's
that
part
looked
of like a barbecue.
Right. Yeah, they just bashed him with industrial waste so hard that like a normal person's head would have come off, and you're like, oh, okay, like that's going to take him. No, he just gets back up and is like, let's do the rest of the fight scene. You're like, but hold on, skull is your weakness. And he's like, no, it's not.
Not anymore. Yeah. I didn't hear that.
Maybe, we don't know what's going on. Maybe every time they hit him, he like changes personalities. We should watch it again and see if maybe there's a story we're not
so many
catching.
times. It never comes up. There is a point where he is taken out by like a skull attack. But it's a skull attack that would kill 80 normal men in a row. And you're like, okay. And he's not that taken out by it. So like, no weaknesses. And weaknesses are boring.
And I think most people speak the language of pro wrestling. So like you're watching a movie, you're like, ooh, should that guy be hurt? But like it has to be sort of a finisher to communicate to the audience. Okay, no, this guy got fucked up from that. This movie does not have those rules. People will land finishers left and right.
Finisher.
It's an
finisher into finisher combo.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they did it that way, because the second she's like, be careful of your head injury, I was like, oh, it's going to be that kind of thing. We already know his weakness. So every time they just moved past it, I was like, oh, okay. Guess it is
all right.
Different part of his head, I guess.
Right. Well, now we meet our judo guy. He is... He's at an outdoor cafe. He's asking Afro guy for 30 kids. He's like, I got a rich client. I need 30 kids.
30 kids for shrimp boating.
For shrimp boating, yes. Is that...
That's when you put your big toe in someone's butthole. I looked it up.
That made this way dark.
I thought that might have been a mistranslation or something I wasn't catching. He's like, so he needs shrimp boat slaves? Like tiny shrimp boat slaves?
I take it back. Me too. I thought it was also a miscommunication.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about. Is that like notoriously shrimp boating requires tiny hands to like set the tiny hooks to catch the shrimp? Like they need real small hooks. It's wild. You're like, oh, I thought this was just organ harvesting, but they're like, no, organs, shrimp boats, whatever you need a kid for. You need a kid, get a kid. That's the slogan on the side of their trucks. Need a kid, get a kid.
Yeah. Because I grew up in the country, they send their children off to the berry fields in the country. I figured you could do that to a shrimp boat. If someone's like, hey, we're looking for child slaves for the summer, most parents are like, hey, that's free daycare.
Shrimp
boat. Make it free. I'll probably get some money out of this. But no, he's like, I'm going to go to the world's most dangerous child traffickers and get some employees for my shrimp boat.
They did a good job making that Afro wearing henchman. He's so wet. He's like Brad Dourif wet, levels of wet throughout this movie. Just just really soak him down.
Everyone has like video game rule like iconography. They all have a specific look. Like this guy's afro and his weird shirt and everything. It's just anytime they introduce a new character, you just go, oh, okay, I won't get that person confused with anybody
I'm just
else.
saying, I would have remembered Afro guy as Afro guy, but then they're like, nah, Afro wet. He's a big wet Afro guy. That's more than
we want to
gone to somebody
wig.
else.
But so he's doing an undercover thing, but I don't think he's a cop. He's just like doing this out of his home office. He's just his wife was a journalist. Obviously, she's dead now, but like I think he's just an amateur undercover human trafficker vigilante.
Yeah, I mean, if he's a cop, he's a really bad cop. Like he does not solve any of the mysteries. That's minor spoilers, but like his job is to set out to like, wow, I'm going to crack this case and save my wife. And all of the developments in cracking the case come from other people. It's never him. He's real bad at it, but he's good at judo. So
yeah, very good at judo. We're back at the mute guy's house and we learn his daughter isn't good at Kung Fu and hates it. And I thought, okay, first time I thought, great, this is her arc, right? She's going to learn to enjoy Kung Fu and like do some fights later. Nope, it's a red herring. Forget about it. Forget about that. Forget about the head. They're just faking you out. So now they're getting a haircut and she's pissed off because yada, yada. Like she wants to come live with him. And he's like, no, you can't live with me. I'm an amnesiac Kung Fu murderer. It's a bad idea.
Who lives in the child stealing capital of the world.
Yes. And speaking of, she like just leaves the haircut place. And so he's like, oh, I got to go get her. We're in the child stealing capital of the world. And the haircut ladies are like, no. This is a bad idea. Send a random hairdresser to talk to her. Don't have her father talk to her.
The oldest lady in there.
Yeah.
She simply does not. They never show her like she loses. She doesn't like lose the hairdresser in a crowd. The hairdresser just leaves for a while and then comes back and is like, I couldn't find her. Like, lady, you went out for smokes. You did not.
Yeah. So, but the girl is immediately kidnapped. Like a kid comes up and does the whole like, oh, my parents were in a car wreck. Come help me. Just honeypots her into a sack. They just throw in her bag, throw in her truck by fucking Ram Man. And now our hero hears that, oh, my daughter's missing and runs out. And this scene's out of fucking control immediately. He chases down the truck on foot, jumps in, headbutts a dude. Again, his head is not an issue.
The first move, the very first fight move we see him, his opening gambit is skull attack. And you're like, your skull is weakness. No. He does like chase down a fleeing garbage truck in flip-flops the whole time. You can hear them smacking throughout the whole chase scene.
The Foley guy's having the best time.
It's a very funny sound to like look back as you're fleeing in a garbage truck and hear the just block.
What's that sound? Somebody doing the ham bone back there? Oh, fuck. So he like is on the side of the truck, just reaching and beating the shit out of two guys through the window. He's like, pulls the parking brake, throws the keys away. And then he gets Ram Man. That's our first Ram Man. He just gets blasted off the door. And he gets suplexed onto his head. A death blow in any situation.
Especially for a weak skull. No.
Yes. He gets hit by a drop kick from Afro Man. These guys are weirdly superhuman fighters. It's just total bad luck for our Jackie Chan to run into the boss fight in this first encounter. He's basically frantically trying to find his daughter. So he's not doing a full like vicious attack. He's mostly trying to dodge them while they try to tackle him. Ram Man attacks him with a hammer. The fight is so insanely brutal, and he finally gets bashed off and they start driving away, but it's not over. He ditches the flip-flops, runs it down in barefoot, just leaving a trail of foot blood. Ram Man drops a tombstone pile driver on the girl just to demonstrate like, hey, I'll kill her if you keep chasing me. He's like, fuck you, I'm still chasing you. And he gets T-boned by a pickup truck, like at 40 miles an hour. Back tires come up on the thing. I'm a CGI stunt. They didn't really hit the guy with the car. But 1,000% death in any other movie. If this was an episode of The Incredible Hulk, you'd be like, oh shit, Hulk is out for a while. That is that truck nailed him. Gets right up.
Like, it's really like it does cause him to lose his daughter, but like the next scene should be him waking up in a hospital a week later and being like, God, you've lost her forever now. Like you'll never find her. And then he has to go from there. He gets up seconds later and has like a little bit of a limp for like the next scene. And then that's it. It does let you know, like, this is the level of damage this guy can take real early on in the movie so that you can never be like, oh, he wouldn't get up from that. He got up from the truck, man.
The next thing is they maybe overdo it with the storytelling, because normally in a movie you kind of learn that, oh, the cops aren't going to be a big help. But he goes to the cop station, writes down exactly what happened because he's mute. So it's just like, daughter kidnapped. Here's the truck. Here's the two guys that did it. Here's a description. And Afro guy and big guy with overalls, a big bald guy, is like, they're done. You caught him. And he's like, check the CC camera. He even like tells them how to do it. And they're like, dude, what the fuck is all these? What are all these words that say things that mean things? They're like, get out of here. We don't solve crimes here.
We do meet three important characters in this scene, all cops. We meet the goofy cop who has to prove himself. We meet the lady cop who's the only one that will stand up for justice, and the obviously corrupt cop. And I love how obviously, like, you're supposed to like suspect the guy, but not really know it when the corrupt chief comes in. But the corrupt chief comes in and it's just like, what is this? This isn't a report. Boo, missing children. Boo. I don't like looking for them. Please leave. Like, just immediately.
Yeah. There's
All
like
right,
900
that's the
cops.
bad guy.
They're all watching like, we can't spare the manpower to look for missing kids. Anyway, it's really funny how pissed off he is that some guy came in here with a kidnapped daughter's story. No one has ever wanted to not find a kidnapped girl more than this.
Yeah, just immediately both thumbs downing him. No, I don't like it.
Also, as he leaves the police station, there's just a wall of missing children's posters that he walks by. So it's not like the first time they heard of this. Also, the news only talks about missing children the entire time.
The Missing Child channel, yes.
Yes. And as a viewer, you almost want to say, like, yeah, I get it. I get what you're trying to say, movie. But he goes home and he is just a sack of gravel. Just completely regens with a little ice, no problem.
Yep. Ice it off.
If it was
ice
me,
off that truck it.
I think obviously he's going to get vengeance. But like, if it was me, I think the first ass I'm kicking, I'm going back to that haircut place, to those two old ladies that talked me into not...
Like that lady, come on, at least the lady that went quote unquote looking was in on it.
Yeah. I would I guess I would just assume that she was part of the kidnapping crew.
With the little limping child slipping her a bar of chocolate, like, this is a little bit for you.
Great job. So yeah, he's got all his HP back from some ice and aspirin. And the cops are like, who is this guy that gave the report? He's got no records. He's a ghost. You're like, we don't need that. Also, no point to it. They never do a thing with that.
Also, to have information, they'd have to take his information, and all they took was the bloody pieces of paper he gave them.
Right.
They're like, who is this man? Like, of course you know.
What to do. Yeah. Yeah, you did not. That's the only thing they investigate is like, who was that guy that told us about that kidnapping? Get to the bottom of it. Early in, he like hockey fighted a guy. He like grabbed his jacket, pulled it over his head, and beat the shit out of him. And a whole bunch of like Muay Thai club receipts popped out. So he's like, I'm going to go to that Muay Thai club. He just grabs a hammer, heads there. Our judo guy is also there, and he's doing another undercover op with the big boss who works out of there.
Oh, this
and he's got he's got this silk ascot. It's got like a surveillance camera in like the topaz opal thing.
Real size lens.
Within the realm of this movie, where every single person has to have a recognizable thing, he's talking to the big boss. The big boss has a huge leather cowboy hat. So you're like, everybody's got like real identifiable thing. What else are they supposed to assume living in this world other than, oh, it's ascot guy?
Agreed.
Like, that's his thing.
That's the guy who wears an IMAX camera on his necktie. And they have like a moment where you're like, oh, they're going to see the camera. Because like the guy at the door is like, look at this fucking crazy thing you have. It does. I'm not this kind of guy, like a fashion guy, but it does not go with his outfit. I don't think it would go with any outfit. It looks so insane. But he's like, oh, I like this. You look so cool in this weird silk, I don't know, boat rope that you wrapped around your head. Anyway, he goes to the back rooms with the Thai cowboy hat guy. And he's like, I want 3 times the market price for 30 kids for my shrimp boats. And he's like, one condition, I got to pick out the kids myself. And they're like, no one's been more obviously an undercover cop. So they're like, we're going to kill you now. But he like gets out of it through swagger alone. He just takes his hat. He's like, I'm going to take your stupid hat. And he's like, oh, you're a fucking hat taking guy. You're the best.
He has to. Okay. He doesn't know. The boss wearing the cowboy hat a guy comes up and takes the cowboy hat, he's now the boss. That's
true.
That's how the hat
those
works.
are the rules. Yeah. And no one can pick out that other guy from a lineup. They're like, you have no weird outfit, no
I
hat.
have no idea who the fuck that is. Like, our boss just got 2 things. He's got an ascot now too. Holy shit!
It makes sense because all of the goons in the room, the second Joe Taslim puts the hat on, they all look like, what? Like they just saw a new boss.
Hold on.
Yep. It's so funny. But yeah, see, all right, this guy's cool. Yeah, come pick out your child prisoners. And then downstairs, our mute guy spots Afro guy and just walks right up to him with a picture of his daughter because he can't talk. So he's like, give me this kid that I'm holding. And then he just beats the shit out of everyone in the club. There's a real tone shift because before he was like running away like Jackie Chan, but now he's full Donnie Yen. He is just running through dudes. He's got steel-toed boots. So he's like doing these like glabophytosa kicks where he's like faking them out and then he'll like toe kick dudes. It's fucking sick. Anyway, he's a death monster now. This fucks up the undercover op. They're like, that guy's obviously with you. So now he has to start beating everybody up. So we've got a pincher maneuver of like fight tornado. The bar's in on it now. The Afro guy's like, hey, that guy's got a gun. Kill him with your bottles, patrons. They're like, hell yes. They win the whole lives for someone to say this.
Of course. That's the rules of the club. You have to sign a little waiver that you promise to attack anybody that they demand in the club. Like, oh, okay.
When they start throwing the bottles, there's another guy up there with him on the little awning. And that poor guy's just like, oh shit, what's happening? Like just hiding. I love that.
Never occurred to him to duck. Our hero just ducks and the other guy just eats like 400 bottles to the face. He's building shapes, climbing all over him, and he ends up in the cage. And I'm like, well, this is perfect. I mean, this is like a fish tank in an action movie. Like when you see the cage, you're like, well, our hero's going to end up there soon. And sure enough, so now he's attacking Afro guy, but there's 2 Muay Thai guys in the cage. And they're like, no, you have to fight us, dude. And they even hit the Muay Thai music. It's the fucking best.
I love that they just instantly know that. Like they were hired to be fighters at this club. They're not like part of, maybe they're part of the gang, but like the guy doesn't tell them anything. They're just like, well, you get in the cage, then the rules say we have to fight you.
Exactly. We stop fighting each other. We fight you.
There's also a part like right before he gets in the cage where I swear to God, I watched this scene a few times here. He's building shapes out of men, but at one point he like connects 6 guys together and gets on top of them.
Yes.
And it looks like he's building a Voltron or like a Megazord out of men. And there's just a split second where it looks like he goes to try to ride it around for a second.
Yes.
Where he tries to make it take a step like it's a big mech suit made out of men, and then it all falls apart. And you're like, did he just try? He just tried, didn't he?
He just tried. If he could talk, he would have said, and I'll form the head. But he can't. So we'll never know what he was actually doing. But yeah, he is just bashing these dudes with hammers, and like it's making this horrible squelching sound. And then they like CGI all these little spots of blood where he whacks him with the hammer. It's so brutal. And then every referee and official climbs. There's like 200 of these guys, and he's just hammering them into this flesh tower. Or maybe a Voltron. We don't know. We'll never know.
No, this is a flesh tower. He tried to make the Voltron once and is like, I gotta go for something simpler. I tried to get too crazy with it. It's like Zelda rules with the one where you had to build shit. You're like, I made too elaborate of a device and it falls apart. I'm just gonna put a bunch of guys together. I love that like there are guys in this scene that come in after he makes the flesh tower out of like 12 men. So they saw the whole thing from planning to like execution, where he's drafting the plans for a flesh tower and he starts hammering it together out of men. And then he climbs on top of it and starts like varnishing it. And like a guy is still running up behind him. Like, I'm going to jump in on this. Let me get in on this.
Yeah. This is the march of progress. Those guys are like, oh, that sculpture needs a left hand. I will be that left hand.
For art. Let me be art.
When we saw it in the theater and we're chatting afterwards, I was like, any other movie, this is the end. This is the big climax. And you can see this in the trailer. And you're like 25 minutes into the movie, you're something crazy.
How are you going to beat the Man Mountain? Like, what?
It's all happening so fast, too, because the Afro Man, he's escaped. He's like climbed out and he's running. He makes it like fucking 10 feet before he's done building a tower out of everyone in this entire club. And he just bops him with a hammer, just throws the hammer at him, easily run down. He gets hung up by a bunch of more guys, but Afro guy hits the judo guy who's coming down. He's fighting down this the stairs, and he gets knocked into the cage, which is fucking hilarious. I love this. Okay, so now our heroes run into each other, and we're like, okay, now they have to fight, maybe, or they're gonna figure it out. It's like a meet cute, I guess, like a combat meet cute. But it's funny because judo guy's like, hey, who are you? And the mute guy can't talk, so he just shakes his head. But he mistakes this as like, fuck you, I'm not telling you. And so they just start fighting. And I just really like that.
Which is so genius, because you can't have C.A. Meow and Joe Taslim in this movie and not have them fight, because anyone is a fan of those two action stars. You're like, they gotta face off, right? And so the movie gives you that, but then also is like, okay, that's enough of that. Now they're friends. And you're just like, oh, okay. Thank you. This is great.
Yeah. Comic book rules. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this is another one of those like masterful movie fights where like the story changes as they're fighting, where they're like starting to kick ass and they both realize like, oh, I got to take this a little seriously. So they like kind of reset for the boss fight. And then they like, you know, the story changes when they see the little girl and they're like, okay, sorry. We're on the same team, kind of, maybe. It's the best meet cute. They team up. They take some surveillance footage. There's a moment where Joe is like, dude, what's your deal? This fucking tough guy routine sucks. What are you, like a mute? And then there's even like a music change where it's like, oh, you are. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm a fucking asshole.
So I was beating the hell out of you for no reason. All right.
Just looking for your daughter who's probably dead.
Am I the bad guy in this movie? Beat up a guy looking for his kid, made fun of his disability.
Yep. Took a man's hat, his whole identity.
So then Meow sees something immediately. He's like, dude, this truck is in every picture. And they look at it, they're like, oh, that's a ice truck with a logo. We'll just go there. That's the best detective work. Again, this movie, when they're not fighting, is just like, what, did a baby write this? But
that's what I mean by no, he's not a detective. Look, because you marry a reporter doesn't mean you get reporter skills. It doesn't work like in a role-playing game. Like you could still be a shit detective and a shit investigator.
He's just sitting in the van with all the clues going, damn it, another picture of this truck.
Fuck.
If you take her hat, if you take your wife's hat, then you could become, then you would get her reporter skills. But anyway, they drive out to the bad guy's base because they know that from the ice truck. And of course it is. Like, there's a high chance of them just driving out and beating the shit out of a warehouse full of guys who have no idea what you're up to. But of course,
they were probably trafficking something.
Yes, they're probably.
It's the child trafficking capital of the world.
It feels like even if you beat up a shrimp boat owner in this place, like you're doing a public good.
Oh, there was a brief scene where Afro Man is murdered by a cowboy hat guy.
You're right.
Before this, because we get the payoff that I was like, God, every payoff is paid off in this movie. I've never seen something where I was so gratified at the end.
Yeah, the wet Afro guy, and they beat him for a while, and then he goes, freeze this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna freeze so good. He's so wet. I thought for a second like this is just for him. Like it's not something they do. They were just like, he's been on my side the whole time, but the whole time I've been thinking like, man, I can freeze this guy so good.
He's so cool. Right. So they put him in a block of ice because that's what they do at this warehouse. It's a child trafficking headquarters, but the front for that business is no. We just freeze men here. No, we don't kidnap kids.
And they keep them around in giant blocks of ice. Yeah, giant blocks of frozen henchmen.
It's just when we freeze our guys. So they go there and Meow is just going to fucking walk in. He's like, here's my plan. I'm going to go fuck everybody up. And then Joe's like, no. We need a plan. So he writes down like the Sun Tzu version of like, hey, go around the back. Well, I guess that's the whole Sun Tzu. I don't know if you've read Art of War, but it's like mostly obvious shit and make sure to eat. I guess like it's not a profound book. So anyway, he writes it down in like the Chinese letters. He often writes in English, but this one is like, oh, the faint west, attack east. You're like, oh, that's so fun. Yeah, dude. Art of War, bro. And then they do that. He marches.
Yes.
Yeah. The guy. Try to describe this first guy that he takes out.
Well, I just love, he's like, you go that way, I'll go this way. And then he just walks in the front gate, pushes it out of the way, and just gestures that everyone's going to die.
Yep. Yeah. And they do.
And
everything he hits him with is a fucking kill shot. The first guy, he just like grabs him by the head and throws him to the ground, lifeless, just thump, dead forever. He kills one guy with like a little gate. He just kind of kicks the gate at him. The guy's like, the gate! Every organ shattered.
It's clear, like, at a glance, there are no bosses here. Like, this is just ads spawning in. You're like, I just got to build it up. I got to build up my power meter on these guys.
Yep. They got gray health bars. He's way over leveled for this fucking zone. Judo guy, unfortunately, goes around back and fights Ram Man. So he's like stumbles straight into another boss fight.
I love at this point we learn that Ram Man is the Hat Guy's son. Right. Ram Man, son of Hat Guy. And then a few minutes after we learn that, we also learn no, he's not. He's just like a child that the Hat Guy found when he was young and started throwing him in the fighting ring in between rounds as like a bonus stage for the fighters. Like the car in Street Fighter. He was the car in Street Fighter.
Yep. And it worked. Instead of intense head injury, it gave him like a Pachycephalosaurus head.
Yeah, he became like an invincible-headed idiot who forgot that that's not his dad because he doesn't know this.
Right? Yes, he thinks it's not clear how confused this man is, but he's very confused. And when I say Ram Man, like the second move of this fight is a full horizontal, like E-Honda Ram. Like he is a horizontal torpedo of a man using his head as the weapon. He
does a lot of aerial rams with his head, but he also does a lot of extremely cute two-footed hop kicks.
His style is like so fantastic. And if you see him in like a Paper Tigers, it's kind of a different approach. So it's cool to see this is the guy from America that's in the film because everyone's kind of from a different place and is an expert in their own fields. So this is like a world of brutality that's come together to make this movie. And yeah, Brian Lee's like style is so fun because he does these like bullfrog drops and things that are just like, what is this?
And he'll kind of do like a twisting round off to stand up. Yeah. He's very like if you've seen an Oompa Loompa do a cartwheel, it's like that, but very violent. And that's like how he fights with some E-Honda. I'm describing it really well. Okay. So now they find Afro Guy in the block of ice. Am I skipping ahead? I feel like
no.
It's just chaos. Okay, so
yeah, because Meow's hunted down by Cowboy Hat with a shotgun, and then they all converge into this room to have this 4-person battle.
Yeah,
where we learn once again, as we have learned many times, nothing compares to Hammer.
Yes,
Hammer is the best weapon.
The best weapon.
The Hat Guy comes in with a shotgun and stands no chance because there's a hammer in play.
Yeah, sledgehammer.
Yeah, they take him around. They do the Sun Tzu, like they fake him out and then they throw some blockers on him. He gets fucked up pretty hard. Ram Man, he's twirling around the hammer. He like shatters a frozen man. Later, they trick him into punching the head off of Afro Man. It's the best.
Doing a full like swinging Zangief with a hammer, super just holding down all buttons, spinning around. They're like, oh, okay, we're just gonna move out of the way of this. And it works.
It works. They end up throwing Meow into the basement. He finds his daughter's bloody shirt down there. So right now, I think Judo Guy is the Furious because his wife was killed. But now Meow sees this and he's like, oh, now I am the Furious.
Wait.
And so
we missed one part where his daughter was like going up the stairs to escape the kid den in the basement. And Brian Lee's Ram Man character just kicks her in the face down the stairs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's crazy.
They yell at him like, hey, don't kill all the kids. We need them for shrimp boats.
It's all
also for story purposes, we don't have to talk about it, but for story purposes, after they killed the wet henchman, it's revealed that like the limping child who honeypotted G's daughter gets thrown in with the children as well. And he sucks out loud a whole bunch. He's just like, I'm not sorry. I love trafficking. They gave me chocolate. And they're like, I'm going to fucking kill you. And so you're like, we'll redeem him eventually.
Right. Yeah. And I thought, okay, this girl's going to fuck him up with her kung fu. No, not really. It would have been a good time for it, but no. The mute guy is now super pissed off. Nothing left to lose. All he has left is vengeance. And he comes up and he like climbs up Ram Man and hits him with like this dropping axe kick from 11 feet up. It's fucking crazy. He takes the hammer and just hits him with every move. He's like, what are all the kung fu moves you could do with the sledgehammer? Hits him with every single one of them, then breaks it over his fucking head.
I love in the lead up to that, we see like him and Joe combine to like take him down. And so much of the game is like not letting him get the proper leverage to swing a hammer. It's all just like he's got the hammer, he's going to swing it, and then they pull him back enough that it takes all the strength out of the hammer. And like so much of that is just manipulating him. It's like not being able to punch somebody in a dream. Like you're just punching really slow in a dream. It must be so frustrating where you're like, fucking stop it. Just stop it.
Yeah, there's like a couple points where Sonomura's choreography does that. And it's just like, you can see the person, character, being so frustrated they can't kick because the person keeps closing the gap. And so they just have this bent leg between the two of them. It's so good.
Yeah, everybody involved is a genius. So Ram Man's dead. Like any movie language, you're like, that guy's super fucking dead. So then Meow mounts him and just punches him in the face 50 times. You're like, okay. We get it. The judo guy pulls him off. He's like, no, dude. You got to get it together. So he picks up the shotgun. He's going to just shoot the cowboy in the head while he's unconscious. And he like, no, we need to interrogate him. Anyway, the idea is that maybe his daughter's still alive. So they're going to torture him to death. And not like, okay, we'll like stab him with a knife or something. No, they build a fucking, what do you call it? Paria. Like they build an electric fence and strap him to it. While he's strapped there, he's the cowboy's like, what are you, a reporter? Because the last reporter we had, we killed the shit out of her. And he's like, oh, dude, is it this lady? The one on my phone? And he like instantly knows he fucked up. He's like, oh, great. Now I got bad cop. And we have a new Furious. This is the Furious guy. And they just cut away with them electrocuting him until he pisses his pants. So now they realize where the kids are. They're at a place called the Snake Pit. Well, I think it's important here. I guess they kill the cowboy tries to escape. They let him go, but he immediately gets hit by an arrow. And so now it's Raid Bad Guy and Business Bro. And they're going to do a second torture interrogation to find out what they told the good guys. It's not this guy's movie.
Well, they get to the Snake Pit, and then they decide, okay, we're going to have to like kill a whole building worth of guys. Let's fucking live stream this.
Right.
Which I just want to say, like, if you did live stream this, you would all be millionaires for the rest of your lives. Like you would have the most successful stream in history.
Yeah. It would be incredible.
They do. They send it out, they live stream it, and it's not like, oh, it's taken down or whatever. Like everybody in the city starts watching this live stream of two guys going in to just kill an entire building. And they show up. They come to like the scene and they're just like, yeah, we're here to, this live stream fucking kicks ass. We're here to watch it in person.
Because I guess they both know that the cops aren't going to help. So they're like, yeah, we'll just tell the world what we're going to do. Yes, it's your boy, judo guy. I'm here going to do raid in this child kidnapping center. In the child kidnapping center, Rainey gets punched in the face and she stands up to her attackers. So now she is the Furious. And you're like, oh, okay, here it comes. She's going to do her kung fu. Nope. Her dad shows up right behind the bad guys and just liquefies them. Like
puts a guy's head through a wall.
Yeah, he's not even twitching. His body's like giving up on its reflexes. Like, no, I'm fucking dead. It's the fucking best. With a troubling half a movie left, it's like, all right, we solved it. Oh no, we got a lot of movie left.
Also, she's never seen her dad do that, most likely. And she just watched him grab a man's head, palm it through a concrete wall. Like, she doesn't react at all. She's just like, yep.
I feel like
shit. Yeah. I should learn my kung fu.
Yes.
I mean, he's right.
This is what he was talking about. Yeah, you're right.
That would have come in really handy.
It's better than fighting a stick man. I get it. Okay.
Meanwhile, outside, like to prove how corrupt they are, as though we didn't get it from the police station, the chief arrives and like has all the cops hold all of the people who demand justice back, and then physically makes room for a parade of goons. Just a spawn point of goons to come through.
It's pretty hard to hide what they're doing at this point. Everyone's like, because there's like also 7,000 people here filming it. And so it's the cops are like, we're going to let the bad guys through, everyone. So it's not going to go well, I think. Okay, so our hero sees them go in with the little girl. And the little girl's kind of got like a hero complex already. They've sort of established like she wants to rescue everybody. That's the whole reason they're leaving. It's because Joe promised to rescue all the other kids. Otherwise, she wanted to stay there and help rescue everybody. So they see that, and now they both realize, like, dude, we can't let Joe fight all these guys alone. So they steal a motorcycle, and they do like a It's the fucking best. It's like a lone wolf and cub rampage
Yes.
where they give the little girl a pipe and she's just on the back of a motorcycle thonking dudes with a pipe as they drive
just doing
over
a
them.
little chip damage. I mean, to be fair, most of the damage is done by motorcycle doing 70
Right.
miles an hour down a hallway
Yeah.
into them. But then if they do survive that, she's back there with a pipe just going bonk, bonk, bonk.
It's so funny. And a lot of these stunts, I think, are done by driving over men on the motorcycle.
It appears to me. You get a nice first-person view of what it's like to drive over about 80 men with a motorcycle.
So now it's 2 men and a little girl versus an army of machete men. I say army because I don't think the numbers add up. Like they show a certain number, you could count them, but it is 5 times more as the scene goes. And then after they get knocked out, they'll just refresh.
I think maybe the implication is outside the cops are still just holding that line open, and they
keep it coming.
they cut away from that scene, but the whole time it's just 20 minutes of guys filing past them.
So the kids are going to escape. They're going to climb out the window on bedsheet rope. So it's kind of a hard boiled. They're also doing a hard boiled.
When I saw this the opening day by myself, the kids all are like, okay, let's do something with these curtains or sheets or whatever. And they all instantly start tying knots. And I was like, oh, so they're training those kids to tie knots. Okay, I get it. Except for the one kid that fooled everyone, and he stands by the pipe he could tie it to. And he's like, go, I'll hold it. And I was like,
yep.
All right, what?
And easily the sickliest and weakest child. Like he's been beaten, he has a bad leg. He's like the betrayer child of the wet henchman. So he's like malnourished. He's like, I'll hold you all. Like, no.
That's unnecessary.
I mean, thank you. That's great. That's great for your arc, but like not great for our arc into the ground.
The cops are just watching. The cops are actively holding people back so they can't help the children climb out of the murder building, like the active war zone. So anyway, there's a power struggle now where the lady cop is like, hey, how about we don't do this? And he's like, no, fuck you. We're going to let the bad guys kill those kids. And then the wimpy guy's like, no, I'm not listening to you anymore.
You're not my dad.
It's so cute. They lead a little mutiny, and our heroes are just bashing brains with hammers and wood pallets.
If Meow was outside, I think he would have just built a human ladder out of the bystanders, just hammering them until he got a flesh mountain. Kids, climb down the flesh mountain I built.
I finally have enough for the Megazord.
I wish I could apologize to you for doing this to you, but I need your flesh for this ladder.
I love how quickly like they've got Joe and Meow are holding like a wooden pallet that is somehow keeping
the strongest pallet.
Yeah.
A hallway of machete attacks at bay. And then the cops run in nobly and they shoot one guy and everybody just stops like, oh.
They're like, guns, that's no fair. You're not even a boss.
We actually forgot guns existed in this universe.
Yeah.
Like there was the one guy with the shotgun, but like.
Mm-hmm. That was clearly like a special item that he had because he was a pussy. There's a guy I wanted to talk about. I love this last guy. So it's the final kid trying to come down the balcony. And this one bad guy has like left the group to climb out on a balcony, just this desperate last-ditch effort to murder one child pointlessly.
We've got to get at least one. It can't be for nothing. We've got to kill one child.
He picks him up over his head. He's like, I got to go out killing this fucking kid. And he gets shot by the cops. It's so funny.
Because like the whole point for them would be to keep the kids to sell them.
To shred rights.
This guy's just like, I'm throwing him off the roof.
Yes, I've always wanted to do this. It's my last shot. I'm going to get at it. It's the best. So now we've rescued all the bad guys, or all the kids, killed all the bad guys, and we've got a troubling 40 minutes of movie left. And here's where we cut back to business bros at the HQ, and all the old bosses are like mad at him. Like, dude, you kidnapped all these kids. And I had did they not know? Or is this performative to be like this is the story we're going to tell the world that you made these choices? I don't know. I think
the latter. I think to give some credit to the movie, I think it's that like you fucked up, therefore you're going to take the fall for this.
Right. Yeah. And so he goes crazy. He like bites the finger off this guy that's been pointing at him all movie, and he stabs everyone to death with a cognac bottle. The old guy tries to do like a desperate samurai last stand with a sword, and that's cute. He gets fucking gutted with his own sword.
So
He
Kicked in
he's-
half.
Yeah, he stabs him with the sword and then kicks him lengthwise along the sword. So he
so unnecessary.
kicked in half.
Yep. And then security rushes in and he takes them all out with a knife, but then accidentally stabs his pregnant wife in the belly. And this is why you don't like jump into a mafia knife fight in the third trimester, I think.
Yeah.
I think
What,
she learned a hard lesson.
What were you going to do? What were you going to do, lady? What was the plan?
And they both die. This is the great.
Yes, they both die. Now he's the Furious. There must always be one. I think they could have done more with this wife character. I think like she's kind of this weird manic angel dingbat. Like I don't even know if she knows her husband and father are the worst criminals in Southeast Asia. Like she's picking out nursery paint colors and wandering into knife battles pregnant belly first. Just impossibly stupid.
Once again, this is the movie saying, we know you don't give a shit about this part. Let's just go.
Yes.
Let's speed
Yeah,
through it.
Maybe that's true.
In the script for this movie, it says Sean won't put this in his notes.
But I did. I was like really fascinated. But like, is they going to give her a line that makes sense? Does she not know that they do crime?
I love that she walks into a room where there's 12 dead people, one of which was her dad. He's kicked in half. And she's like, I better go talk to my husband right now. Like,
Yeah.
I better go silently grab him and present Belly first.
It's a good
so
exactly.
that he can punch through my child.
She doesn't scream and faint or anything. She's just like, let me silently get to the bottom of this. Hey, fella. All right. So back at the police station, they're arresting the mute guy. They're like, oh, we're going to tie your daughter to this desk and put you in jail. Like, what the fuck?
She does say, we have to, like, this is just the process. We know it was self-defense.
Sure.
Like 472 counts of self-defense.
This is sort of the ending to every act. This is what happens if you stay after the climax of an action movie. It's like, I guess all these guys have to go to jail, huh? Yeah. No cop's ever going to believe what the story was.
Yeah, he tried to make a Megazord out of men out of self-defense.
Yeah. A lot of those guys were just like referees and shit.
Like the moment you lose that in court is when the lawyer, like the prosecutor can come in and be like, and he tried to take a step with it. And they're like, oh, okay, that's not self-defense anymore. If you try to take a step, that's fun.
They call a surprise witness, and it's like a 16-foot tall flesh man made of like 20 bodies.
He tried to take a step with me.
Your Honor, this is what he made us.
he's done this before.
Okay, so Chinese Ram Man's not dead. He wakes up and he finds his cowboy dad nailed to a truck with arrows. So now he is the Furious. And let's see, now Yayan, the bad guy from the raid, has his bow, and he just goes in and starts headshotting cops at the police station.
I'm sorry, did you mean Besney fucking dog enthusiast?
I'm sorry, Besney fucking dog enthusiast.
Okay.
I got his name wrong.
I was lost for a minute.
He beats like 10 more to death with the knife ends of the bow. It's all fucking hell is
The
broken
first
loose.
guy he kills is the wimpy cop. Like, he just eviscerates him. He stabs him 800 times.
Oh my God, just turns that guy to ribbons. And they get like a close-up of his face beforehand just to be like, I'm the fucking evil guy that will haunt your dying moment. It's fucking nuts. Our heroes are like, while it's breaking loose, everyone knows now, like some gunshots are going off. They're like, oh shit, we got a war here in the cop station. So our guys are in jail, our heroes. And so now they have to break out of jail. And so they use a t-shirt to bend the bars like Shanghai Noon style. Let's see. The lady cop shoots at Yanni, like he straight up dodges the bullet. This guy's way overpowered. And then she's like, drop the bow. And then she gets hit with a drill bit that the business bro throws at her like a spear. It's crazy.
He's able to, like, just murder her with a thrown drill bit.
Which the way they work that in is there's a line that one of the people deliver in the police station where he's like, I can't wait till this construction's over. And that's how they get the giant drill bit into her neck.
Exactly. That's why everything has all the scaffolding and cool shit they can fight on later. It's flawless writing. It's all set up. It's magical. So now we have the final showdown, which is 2 heroes and 2 kids, and then Business Bro and Archer. Our little wimpy cop gets one last moment in where he grabs the Archer by the legs, and he has to hack it off with a Penchak Salat knife, which takes like 50 hacks.
Yeah.
And then it still has a little human arm grabbing his ankle when he's done. And I'm like, they didn't have to do that.
He goes in to do at least the first part of the fight scene with an arm on his leg.
Yes. Love it.
they're getting silly with it. So now it's Penchaxalot versus Kung Fu because our mute guy closes the distance and throws the bow away, and now they're fighting. And then Judo guy fights Business Bro, who's a Taekwondo master. They're fighting upstairs.
You didn't need to specify that. Everybody knew he was a Taekwondo.
Everybody knew.
That's the official martial art of evil yuppies.
That's true. There's something to say about this movie is that whenever there's a lethal weapon, it misses every time. So there is probably 7,000 missed knife stabs in this movie. It's kind of awesome, but after a while, like you're like, well, knives, you can't hit a guy with a knife, so we're not worried about the knife anymore.
All right, I mean, this is a 100-star movie for me, but the one thing that I was like frustrated with was Yayan and the knives. Like, I wanted him to lose the knives so that there was more of just the fighting styles. But I guess he's like a weapons guy or whatever. Because I love when they keep taking it away from him and rolling their bodies over it and stuff. But also, it's not really doing anything. So at a certain point, I was like, just give me a break from the knife thing. But,
yeah, you want the knife to go away so the fight can continue.
Yes.
The kid gets shot in the leg.
So
she takes
good.
an arrow. Yeah, and so it's fucking nuts. And now both bad guys have knives. They're like kind of 2-on-2 now. But then a fucking Ram Man shows up and just jumps into the shape of men that they have formed.
It's amazing you knew it was Ram Man because when he initially shows up, he is wearing the hat.
Yes.
It's true. He has all of his dad's powers.
He gets his hero moment and runs in like wearing a hat to do his full Ram Man. I mean, he loses it almost immediately, but for a second, you're like, yes, he got the hat.
It takes too much damage off the headbutt, I think. -2 damage to all headbutt. He's like, I can't have this. This fucks my whole build. So anyway, now it's just chaos because there's 2 bad guys, 2 good guys, and then this guy that just wants to kill everybody. And he has good reason because one set of guys killed him and the other set of guys killed his dad.
Yeah,
and so
he wants to save one side out of revenge for his father, but then also attack them out of revenge for his father.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's like it all makes sense. Mute guy is so awesome here because he's kind of figured it out. He's figured out the tactics of keeping at least one bad guy between him and Ram Man. It's like expert level gameplay. He's like sneaking around. They even do like a full like spaghetti western 5-panel showdown clip where it's chung 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 chung, and we see all their faces. It's so fucking cool. No matchup is left unexplored. No shape is left unmade. They are just trading partners, building things out of themselves.
I would love it if you could get like a first-person POV scene of just what it's like to be one of the men, be one of the heroes,
Yeah.
like just examining all of the bad guys and being like, how do they fit together?
Like a RoboCop vision.
Yeah, just turning puzzle pieces around, find in the corner. You're like, oh, that's a corner piece. I got it now. You guys go like this. Oh, Jesus Christ, that hurts so bad.
Also, like, you shouldn't be able to see anything that's happening in this movie, and the cinematography is so well put together with the choreography because it's just clear all the shapes and things that they're doing. It should just be garbage because there's 5 different people all doing different styles, bouncing off each other, making different combinations, and it's all just like completely clear. Like there's not a point where
it's
we
so
go, what's
coherent.
happening?
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, the storytelling is totally flawless.
It had to take so long to choreograph this. This had to be most of the shoot.
I think they only had a month and a half in prep time, but like
this is a month.
But it was
a month of it was
it
just the scene.
All fighting. And you can find a ton of the making of stuff online where it's just like they're just dripping sweat and just flipping each other over the place to just go, oh my, this is insane.
It's
totally
awesome.
Insane.
And they get separated. So now Judo guy is fighting Yayan and he sprays him with like white spray paint. And so now he's kind of got like he's more like Native American now because he looks like he's got war paint and he's like already a bow guy and he's got a headband. So you're like, okay, this is a weird twist. This is cool.
He's Besney fucking dog enthusiast, and now he's rabid. He's frothing.
Dog, yes. It's so cool. He pulls out a ladder, our judo guy does, and I think this is a mistake because at his core, dog enthusiast is an evil Jackie Chan, and ladders are his strength. So he immediately climbs up that ladder and stabs, and he finally lands a knife shot.
It's so rude to climb a ladder when somebody's using it
I agree.
as a weapon
I
in
agree.
a kung fu fight. Like that is some sort of breach of protocol there.
Yes, we knew you were a villain, sir. We did not know you were a dick.
Joe should have just let out a soft gasp.
I love that this is in there because they're moving desks around and fighting in this office. And then when he grabs the ladder, like Kensuke is like a huge Jackie Chan fan. That's like why I even started, I think, for fight choreography. And so it's cool to see like, oh, this is a classic like Jackie homage with this ladder. But then
For
he's
sure.
so quickly stabbed.
You made a mistake.
It's not a good weapon.
Don't use a ladder on a Jackie Chan. We've said this at least 10 times on the podcast. So he's getting carved the fuck up. But he's like, he sees his wedding ring on the guy's like charm bracelet. And he's like, oh, Jesus, dude, you're wearing like a trophy of my dead wife. So he's going for like, he's a judo finisher. So he's trying to like get lapel grabs while he's just getting carved up by this little knife. Business Bro is fighting Ram Man. And he gets a knife into Ram Man and finally stabs him to death. He eats like 50 punches to the face in the last moments.
He doesn't get a knife into him. He gets
You're right.
He puts a knife between his feet and does a 2-footed inverted kick stab. It's one of the craziest.
It's awesome.
Craziest way you could stab anybody ever. And then that's not even what kills him. He tricks because he knows Ram Man has a couple of moves, and one of them is a flying hammer. And he tricks Ram Man into doing a flying hammer onto the knife.
Yep. It's the best. The judo guy gets on top of Yayan eating like 9 deaths worth of stabs. He is just completely cut up. He's got a mount, but he's got a knife through him, like out the back of him. He's dead. Even in this movie, you're like, okay, well, that's going to kill him. But he takes his wife's ring off of his finger, and then he pulls himself onto the knife to get close enough for a neck bite. It's fucking nuts. So that's it. They're both dead. Our hero sees that and goes to help because I guess even in this movie, you're like, he only got stabbed 400 times. He might still be okay.
There's like 18 gallons of blood all over the floor. And he's like, he's probably okay.
we get there just in time for like a little happy ending. He's like, I died, but like I got my vengeance. Bye. Anyway, great ending for that guy. So now it's Business Bro versus the Mute. And in Business Bro's like, fuck this, I'm going to go kill those 2 kids. So he's like, another wild choice. Maybe he's going to start a new business from the ground up. He's like, all I need is...
Yeah, you need some capital. Yep. You need some human capital.
Get restarted. My business is in shambles.
2 kids is enough to start a shrimp boat business.
And so he's like, got the kid. He's like, I'm going to kill this kid. And Mute Guy doesn't even give him a chance to finish. He's like, tackles him out the window before he could even start his threats. And they fall 3 stories onto a pile of bikes, which is barely a hit point of damage in this movie. They immediately get up and have a bicycle fight.
Now, hold on. You might be picturing something when they say bicycle fight. What Sean means is like take like a Star Wars lightsaber duel and replace it with a full bicycle. And
that's the fucking
I got
best.
Like Highlander vibes. That's what I felt like. If they
played
they
get into like bike locks like you might get into a sword lock.
Yes. And then they fight with every part of the bike. I love
like one might use every part of the buffalo. Yes, they use every part of the bike.
It's beautiful. But yeah, our guy's a little better at bike fighting. Like he's doing circular chole foot movements. So that's better for bike fighting than the, snapping herky-jerky moves of Taekwondo. And again, the martial arts storytelling is flawless here. And then, of course, they beat each other with pedals and chains.
The kids are watching, too.
Yeah, the kids are watching, and he gets on top of the bad guy after beating him with every part of the bike, and he's just punching him over and over and over. And the kid stops him. She's like, no, Daddy, stop fighting. It's like, no, you're in the wrong fucking movie, kid. He's got 200 more punches to go before that guy's dead. And sure enough, he gets up and, you know what? Maybe this is where they're talking about his head. I think he hits him in the head and he's like, oh, no, that's
not my head.
Part of my brain.
Is like, okay, they forecast his skull injury and then ignored it the entire movie. And then you're like, oh, okay, this is going to be his injury. But what happens is the villain like mounts him and starts elbowing him in the top of the skull like 500 times. Like it's not where like, oh my God, his weakness is the skull. It's like several men in a row. If you just started swapping men in and out, like assembly lining them, he would have killed 10 men before like the point that it finally, and it just knocks him out. It just knocks the Mute Guy out. And so you're like, it's like one truck blow. It's one truck hit.
I think it might be less damage than that truck. Yeah. But so he might still be alive. But now his daughter and the other kid are like, hey, Business Bro, we're going to stare you down and fight you. And I'm like, how fucking crazy would it be if here
Oh,
the little kid beats him up?
oh my gosh.
But no,
No.
like this movie's crazy, but it's not that crazy. The bad guy just kind of forgets the last couple hours and stumbles off to die.
Well, he gets up and he says, like, all confused, he says, well, I got to get home to my wife and child. And then he wanders off and looks at the sky for a while and falls over dead because he took so much, like, skull damage in that fight up to that point. He just died from concussion. So, like,
Just died from
the
concussion.
guy whose weakness was not his skull died from skull weakness.
Yep.
And meanwhile, the mute guy whose weakness was skull and just took 8,000 points of mega skull damage just is like, oh, okay, nice nap. All right.
Yeah.
It's almost like his daughter knew his head was impervious. And so she's like, sure hope you don't get hit on the head,
Right.
just to throw everyone off.
Oh, yeah, it's good. That's smart.
Mhm.
Your iron reinforced skull.
That was it. Like the happy ending now is they do a little flashback to when they were in jail together with Judo Guy, and we finally learn the main character's name. He's like, "Hey, my name's Wang Wei," and the other guy's like, "Okay." And I looked it up. That's a 7th century poet, but he must not have been that great because when you Google Wang Wei, you get the Furious 2026.
Ouch.
So
It's a better
Was it
way
maybe
to
yeah.
based?
In
Was
your
it based
face.
on one of his poems? Was there like one of his poems was just about skull trauma?
I don't think so. I think this is like just getting to the end of an American movie and your guy's name is Paul Bunyan. You're like, oh, okay, that's weird. You've been Paul Bunyan this whole time? What the fuck?
All right.
Does that mean something? No, dude.
Einstein, Hunter, Frankfurt. Einstein, Hunter, Frankfurt. Unser Podcast genau. Und mit maximalen Schau. Dogg Frankfurt Podcast. Korrekt. Ja. Der Kraft ist nicht gratis, nicht ohne. Schick die in die Hundesaal. 4 eine Stunde.